Good morning. Now that I've mentioned my mom, it reminds me I didn't go through junior high school, or none of my older days without my mom. And I just realized how important that is with anybody. We all have one. And now I'm realizing it because I was asked to go back over my life, and now I'm into the junior high period. And what I noticed is that instead of getting used to a teacher that would teach you how to read and write and just basically do everything while you're away from home. Now I'm in junior high school. The teachers specialize usually in English or math or whatever. I had home economics, I've had animal husbandry, and my elementary school didn't have a cafeteria. Now we have a cafeteria and a gym. I learned how to dance in gym, and we learned how to play sports in the gym part, running and jumping and calisthenics and all that, and I got used to that. And then I'm introduced to the period of what we call adolescence. Huh. For me, girls, and girls. I was always curious. I even fell in love with my homeroom teacher. I know them by name. Oh boy, I'm Garrick. Anyhow, I learned so much from school. I learned what kind of nerd I was. I guess when I lost my mom, I just wanted to latch on to everybody. And like I said, when I got my Social Security, oh boy, I was all that, and everybody knew it. Everybody wanted to be my friends. They wanted to trade my shoes, my everything. Oh boy, it was terrible. So I became popular, and I was a wannabe. If I knew it was popular, I just wanted to be like you or them or whatever. I was just terrible. I was not who, well, who I am today. That's what we all say when we get to this age. Ha ha, surprise. But anyhow, junior high school was my goodness. When I was picked on by the little kids, oh, I hung around the tougher kids. We didn't have Crips and Bloods back then. We had what was known as Slausons and Gladiators. And, there was the outside gangs, but depending on the neighborhood and who you're hanging with, you was a wannabe. Well, I was one of those types. When I found out who was running things, that's who I hung out with. So I didn't get jumped on and beat up. Then I got to go back home and pretend a life with my aunt and uncle who took care of me. Told you I wasn't going to share no names, but yeah. Life was much different. Here I am born with the top family in my family. Got all my family to come out to LA. Now my mother dies, and now the aunt and uncle take care of me while my dad goes and continues living the railroad life. Oh yeah, he was a good dad. He just wasn't there all the time. After all, he's top shelf on the railroad. So he's making money and taking care of me. But oh, that was a downgrade because I had my own room, and now I'm living with my cousins, sleeping in the same bed with them, looking like a Biafran refugee. Oh my God. It was terrible. But I loved it because that's the way we were taught to love it and take it. Good thing child abuse wasn't around because, oh, we had it all the time and I was the victim. But I never looked at it like that. I always took it like, be a man. We were tough. I was one of those kids that I wanted to be the sheriff and Al Capone all together. I wanted it all. I wanted to steal it and rob it and then take you out of jail. But that was just me. I was the kind that start the game and want to win the game. I wanted to do the whole game. Not to mention my brother Chico. See, now my name is Garrett. So I was raised to be baseball. I think my daddy spoiled me. He wanted me to be all that in a bag of crackers. And my brother was one of those. He would fall in love with the game, and we'd go to the game, and We was living in L.A. This is funny. I am supposed to be a Yankee, a diehard Yankee. I don't care if you're in the cellar. We're Yankees. And then we go to the Dodger game and go to boo. You know, we wasn't very popular. But that's how we were raised. Be popular. That's how it is today, kind of, sort of. You're stuck on stupid. But moving on. I learned how to do a lot of things, and I'm thankful for my junior high because it prepared me for my high school years. The thing about it was I was a learner, and if you didn't teach fast enough, I'm going to the library, and by the 8th grade, everything was repeated again and again, and you don't repeat nothing to me. I'm out of there. So I was almost ready to just get out of school and live my own life as a successfully some kind of 9th grade wizard. I don't know. But as I grew up, I learned how to do that. And let me just pause for the cause because I'm going to get into my senior high school years after this. Be blessed.